Western Cape Roads and Infrastructure MEC Tertius Simmers has started visiting areas that were affected by floods. Those include Overstrand and Langeberg municipalities. He joins us now for an update. MEC, very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. You've been visiting areas affected by the devastating floods in the Western Cape, witnessing severe infrastructure damage. What have you found?
Indeed, important. Good afternoon to all your viewers. Yes, yesterday I did visit the Overstrand area as well as a portion of the Theewaterskloof area, and I ended off with a visit to McGregor, which is in the Langeberg area. Obviously, what one saw was the massive impact of the floods. You could see the impact on the subterranean infrastructure work below the TART services in many cases, which is not visible to those standing above ground. But I also saw some of the massive flow of rivers that are still willing to subside for our technical teams to do the technical assessments. But I've also seen our teams hard at work. I've seen in McGregor, for instance, where our teams are on the ground, that we are seeking to link that community with the main town, and specific timelines were communicated through to me. But above all, I also visited alternative routes yesterday, which are available to users of the surrounding areas of McGregor and other towns alike. But above all that, we do show clear signages where individuals who are utilizing our roads are made aware of the dangers, or that a road only has one lane for specific reasons. So what I saw was a team hard at work. I also saw the agricultural sector and surrounding farmers playing their part to ensure that as a whole of society approach, we are tackling the devastation which was caused by the massive floods more than a week ago.
As the mop-up operations continue to take place, have you now assessed how much it's going to cost to rebuild key routes that have been affected?
Well, indeed, I am awaiting through the office of my HOD the technical assessment report. The teams were out and about in the district last week, and even some of them were in the two districts yesterday. And as soon as I get the technical report in terms of our provincial road network, and the cost to repair some of the damage caused by the floods, we will be discussing that, and we will be crafting a way forward to have the real picture and the real cost and what is needed and how it will be funded as well.
In charting that way forward, what are the immediate plans in terms of perhaps looking at time frames, how soon you want, you're hoping that the affected areas will start working again?
Well, no, indeed, when the floods, within 24 hours after the floods, more than 151 roads, which is our provincial road network, was closed. We have now lowered that to just 54. And the specific time frames dependent on the conditions of those roads that remain closed for specific reasons or partially open for localized usage, to ensure that as our teams move in through the district municipality and even our contractors, that the specific time frames on some of these roads, which we do need to see them open up, given their vital importance to the agricultural sector, but also because some of them are linkage veins between municipalities, like I saw yesterday in the R43 and R44 intersection in Overstrand, where within an hour after I left, the contractor was actually commencing being on site. And in the McGregor example, there's specific time frames given the importance of that road, but as we do package and finalize these specific timelines and programs, we will be communicating with the district municipality and the local municipality, but also the surrounding communities, but also the agricultural sector, so they can be well aware of our specific timeframes once the technical reports are assessed and finalized and brought to my attention through the office of the HOD.
As you interacted with members of the agricultural sector, were you able to get a sense of the impact on the local economy?
Well, no, indeed, one could get an immediate impact, but even, their willingness, like I saw in the McGregor example I used earlier on, of them assisting us with some raw materials, which is much needed to accelerate that. But also, they themselves are assessing on their own farms and assessing what needs to be done, and once again, with the relevant district municipality, how we can assist them. So this has been a whole of society approach as much as it is a whole of government approach. But, they are optimistic. They are aware that, this also exemplifies, the threat of global warming, and also how we need to react as different role players within the bigger picture of society.
And very lastly, before we let you go, what message would you give to community members as you try and find a way to repair the damaged infrastructure, because many may pose a danger to some?
Yes, indeed, first and foremost, I do want to thank the community members and the farmers who are playing their part in trying to assist, the provincial government as well as the local municipality and districts in getting food parcels to those communities that are still partially cut off due to key roads not being accessible for heavy transport to bring in their food and so forth. But also, the NGO and the NPO sector. So let's keep on doing what we are doing. But above all, I do want to thank everybody for their patience. But like I said, we will be communicating to you our specific timelines, and I can guarantee you our provincial road teams, our district road teams, and even at municipal level, together with your farmers and surrounding communities, are playing a joint effort to ensure to work together to build that bridge, repair that road, but above all, to show that as the Western Cape and the Western Cape government, by working together, we are accomplishing what many people believed was impossible up until a week ago.
Yeah, very well. Thank you so much. All the best to you. Let's perhaps leave it there for now, as we will continue to keep track of the repair and mop-up operations in the Western Cape following the devastating floods that wreaked havoc in those parts. MEC Tertius Simmers, MEC of Infrastructure in the Western Cape.